everyone, and thanks for tuning into an episode of Customer Corner. This is the Definitive Healthcare series that gives you a look into how companies are using the platform to grow their business. My name's Emily D'Oliveira, and I'm a product marketing manager here at Definitive Healthcare. And on today's episode, I'm joined by Mark Perlman, managing director and leader in the healthcare practice at Deloitte. So welcome, Mark, and thanks so much for joining today.
Thank you, Emily. It's great to be here with you guys.
So to kick things off, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your company?
I'd be happy to. Thanks. So first of all, I'm with Deloitte Consulting, which is the largest healthcare consulting firm in the United States and globally. We work with clients, whether it be healthcare provider or payers, primarily, as well as life science organizations, to really help them with their most critical challenges, whether it be through technology, strategy, operations, or really strategic planning of where they need to take their business going forward, particularly with all the dynamics in the market today. I've been with the firm now for about 8 years, where I came from a technology firm before. My role is multifold. First of all, I'm a leader in our healthcare practice, focusing on technology, helping clients with the advisory side, implementation, and operations of their technology. And in addition, I'm also the global digital care leader for the firm.
Yeah, and I'm sure with COVID and many of the other challenges that we've been facing over the last few years, clients really need to focus on that digital piece. And so I'm sure really benefit from your expertise.
Yeah, this has been a very trying time, but also a time that's created an inflection point in the industry. With healthcare having to go virtual in such a short period of time, and also having to look at do care delivery models in a very short period of time also, it's created an opportunity for everybody to redesign healthcare delivery and the way that we do healthcare in the future. Ultimately, healthcare will go remote, and there will be a health system without walls, and acute care hospitals will be for the sickest of things. And we'll go from a industry really of break fix medicine, you're broken, we'll fix you, to proactive healthcare, where health is the key dynamic and driver, and technology is going to be the underpinning to help enable it.
Well, that's great. Yeah, there's such a push for digitalization, and I'm sure even more so with the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm sure your clients really benefit from your expertise to help with that digital transformation.
We hope so. We hope so.
Well, this is great background into the important work you're doing. And so I'm wondering, Mark, what drew you to Definitive Healthcare?
It's interesting. A number of years ago, I've been in field-based marketing for most of my career, and we took the opportunity of looking around and saying, how do we get the best insight and knowledge, and how do we really help our practitioners, as well as my colleagues, managing directors, and partners, make most efficient use of their time? Having knowledge about our clients, being able to go in there to really help create a personalized approach and really understanding the critical business needs, whether it be from what is the current technology footprint, what is the current operational performance, or who are the right contacts, is something that is very time consuming. So after looking in the market, we saw that Definitive had a very comprehensive structure, had great information, and really had the capabilities to help us be efficient and to really do a much better job, not only accessing clients that can take advantage of our capabilities, but also helping us be very laser focused on addressing client challenges because we knew more.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it sounds like Definitive Healthcare has really helped your team to both identify and serve these organizations who need that digital transformation.
Absolutely.
And so I'm curious, as your team uses Definitive Healthcare, what's that process like for you to facilitate those requests from your team?
Deloitte does have a large number of practitioners and folks that do take advantage of Definitive Healthcare. And of course, not only in consulting, we have our advisory firm as well as our tax and audit, which will occasionally look into some of the data we have. We formed what we call our Definitive Service Center when we came to Definitive Healthcare. Not only do we have specific named seats of people that do have access to Definitive Healthcare directly, but we created a way for our practitioners to actually say, I need some help here. Can you give me a background on XYZ healthcare or whatever it may be? And our Definitive Service Center goes in, it answers the question for it, it creates the reports, and then ultimately we'll get them to our practitioners. We also follow up, certainly, to make sure that they're using the data and how it's helped them, because it's very important to calculate an ROI in terms of what we do and our investments we make. I would also say to you that Definitive has been extremely helpful for us because you have a lot of data, but not necessarily does the format of the reporting 100% of the time give us what we need. And your team has been fantastic in terms of giving us custom reports, extracting certain data that we might need, and really helping us get what we need to be most effective with your solution. So I think Definitive benefits us really in two ways. First, the standard reporting you have is extraordinarily helpful, but the customer service side has been very helpful also in terms of giving us things that may be gaps or we may not have the ability of pulling together.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I'm so glad that you've had a great experience with both the platform and the customer reports and the customer service there. That's really important to us to be able to deliver that. And so I have one last question for you. Why is definitive healthcare valuable to Deloitte?
It saves us time. It makes us smarter when we go talk to our clients. It allows us to really be laser focused on client challenges and needs. It gives us proactive insight into who we'll be talking to, what some of their issues might be. It also allows us just to be smarter and serve our clients and not spend a lot of time gathering background. We have one definitive source, not to use a pun, and we can go to it and really get the background we need to help ensure that we are most appropriate and most beneficial to our clients that we serve.
Oh, that's great. Well, Mark, this has been so valuable learning more about Deloitte's digital care and the impact that you have on your clients. And we're just thrilled that Definitive Healthcare continues to be a trusted data provider for Deloitte. So I want to thank you for joining today.
It's been my pleasure.
And I also want to thank the audience for tuning into Customer Corner. If you'd like to share your story on the show, you can reach out to us at marketing@definitivehc.com. And you can also visit our website to learn more about how other companies are using our platform to create commercial success.